hello to anybody out there who's watching. My name's Samantha. I don't really do too many videos like this, and I don't exactly have a following on here, so I'm probably just going to be mostly talking to nobody. Although I guess if you're watching this, you're not nobody, you're somebody. You are watching. Anyway, so I just kind of wanted to I guess, ramble a little bit about my thoughts on what's going on with the virus and everything. I'm just starting to get really frustrated and nervous about just the outlook that everybody seems to have on this now. So I just kind of wanted to talk about it a little bit. So to start off, let me just say, I live in Southern California. I live in Los Angeles County. And I mean, one thing that I am thankful about is that our county is still requiring people to wear masks when they go places. I know that Orange County, which is like right below us, they got rid of their mask requirement. Riverside County, which isn't too far, they got rid of theirs. San Bernardino County got rid of theirs. I'm not so sure about Ventura. I saw something earlier saying that they might be bringing it back, but I mean, I think it's still too early to tell right now from what I saw. I'm not sure if it's true or not. But anyway, so I'm grateful that, that our county is still requiring people to, take some precautions, wear a mask, try to maintain social distance, even though, my God, that's a joke just about anywhere. But yeah, the mask thing. Okay. I don't mind wearing a mask. Okay. It takes like 2 seconds to put it on. Honestly, there's a lot of cute ones out there, so it's not exactly like a huge problem. I'm not worried about how I look in a mask, whatever. But yeah, I'm glad that you're supposed to try to protect others by wearing a mask. But I am just getting so dang frustrated with people wearing their mask below their nose. It's like they're just wearing it like right here. And I'm just like, okay, when you're out in public, unless you're, talking to somebody, your mouth is staying closed, okay? I don't think you're just breathing through your mouth. You're not just like, standing there with your mouth open, whatever. It's like, no, so any droplets or snot or whatever the heck comes out of your nose, or whatever comes out when you're breathing is going to come out of your nose, So yeah, I just don't really understand the logic behind that, And then for the people saying like, oh, well, I can't really breathe when it's on my nose. It's like, well, then, geez, you got other problems. Maybe you have respiratory problems. Hey, maybe you're high risk for the virus. So yeah, maybe you really, really should be staying indoors, avoiding people, not doing all this and that. Yeah. I hate it. And I really hate, I don't know. It seems like businesses aren't really enforcing the mask rule as much as they should. I mean, I'll get into this later, but I'm still really not going places. It's like, I will go grocery shopping sometimes. I do try to limit how often I go, I'm trying to not go just for one little thing and stuff like that. But it just drives me nuts when I go to stores and it's like, people, everyone's just walking around with their mask under their nose, It's like, okay, are the employees not allowed to say anything to these people? Or are the employees just, generally clueless and kind of in the same boat as all these people not wearing their masks properly? I mean, I don't want to sound mean. I don't want to generalize, obviously, retail employees, but I don't understand why, the management of a lot of these stores isn't telling their employees to wear their mask properly. This was sometime last month, a woman was bagging my groceries, breathing all over them, obviously being in close contact with them, wearing her mask under her nose. And I'm just like, you're handling food. I would have hoped that your store would have taken bigger precautions on this. I don't know, it makes me nervous. Yeah, one more note on the masks. One thing that I've always kind of wondered, to correct me if I'm wrong, maybe I'm not looking in the right places, I don't know, but I just kind of always wondered why there aren't any, PSA advertisements, billboards, whatever, instructing people on how to properly wear masks, because I don't know. It can't just be like it's uncomfortable thing for everybody. Some people straight up must just be kind of oblivious to it, must not realize what they're doing is wrong. They might not realize how the virus is transmitted. I don't know, but the word's got to get out on how to properly wear a mask. This is just getting ridiculous. So regarding businesses reopening, so I believe that just about everything in the state is open for the most part. I believe nail salons, are reopening this upcoming Friday. I know, like, big theme parks like Disneyland, of course, aren't open yet, though they're planning on opening next month, which is terrifying. But yeah, you can go, you can go eat in a sit-down restaurant. You can go shopping at the mall. You can do whatever you want, apparently. And I am in absolutely zero rush to go back to any of these places, I mean, I love going out to eat. I love going shopping, but it's not worth it to me. It's like, okay, obviously, you're at risk every time you go out, but also it's like, I mean, come on. The fun just isn't there. I mean, really, like, yeah, I'm gonna go out to eat. Let me put on my mask and then, take it off right when I get my food and stuff. And then, be at risk of other people coughing and breathing on me and me. Maybe even, hey, I could have the virus. I could spread it. I could cough on someone too, Not that I'm coughing up a storm when I'm eating, but you know what I mean. It's just, you're going mask free for that time when you're eating. And then, I don't know, okay, you finish your meal, then you put your mask back on, you're on your merry way. And then, hey, okay, cool, maybe we can go shopping after that. Maybe I could go, I could go shopping. I could go to Macy's and, wear my mask and then try to pull a t-shirt or something over my head to try it on when my mask is still on me. And, oh, maybe someone took off their mask before they went and tried on that shirt. Maybe they had the virus. Maybe they smeared their nose all over it, I don't know. It's just, the fun isn't there. The risk is there. Just none of this is worth it. It's like, I understand that, things need to reopen for the economy, but it just really pisses me off that that's like the reasoning behind reopening everything, I mean, I'm not an expert on these things, but I'm pretty sure the government could have done something, like anything else, anything more than what they had done to, preserve these, small businesses, even the big ones, whatever, all these places from going under, Like, I don't think that, just opening everything immediately and putting everyone at risk and just being like, oh, well, if you get it, you get it. Just, try your best. I don't think that's the best way of going about things. I think what's really been getting to me the most lately, though, is that I just kind of feel like, I've turned into this, like, horrible bad guy who's trying to ruin everybody's fun just because I've been trying to follow all these rules, I've been trying to be good, trying to listen to all the rules, all the restrictions, I'm trying to stay safe, keep things clean, do all this stuff, and then I'm living with a family who doesn't really take it all that seriously. My dad is just kind of in his own little world most of the time, whatever. My mom, I mean, she understands that it's a serious thing, but lately she's kind of been questioning me. She's been asking me, oh, are you sure you're not just being overly paranoid about this? I don't know. Things must be okay. I think it's gotta be okay. And then my brother has never taken it seriously. He has called it a hoax, which is lovely. He's gone out to Arizona, to go party with friends on Memorial Day weekend and stuff, of course. He told us about how awesome it was, about how there's no rules. You didn't have to wear any mask. You didn't have to social distance. You didn't have to do anything. He did say that bars were at limited capacity, so they didn't go to those, thank goodness. But yeah, hearing that just really drives me nuts. It's like, I've been trying so hard. I've been trying to keep everybody safe and trying to keep everybody healthy. And it's just like, oh, well, why are you doing that? You don't need to do that. This is over. This is done. We don't need to pay attention to this. And I don't know. It just really sucks. Like, what am I supposed to do? Am I just supposed to be like everybody else and be like, oh yeah, the virus is over, we can just whatever. Or, it is still around, but, we're probably just all going to get it anyway, whatever. It's like, I don't want to get it. I don't want my family to get it. I mean, like my dad and my brother, I mean, they're a little overweight. My mom has, she has a chronic condition, so it's like, okay, everybody here is at higher risk, it's not just if you're old, I mean, God, that is such, like, that's old news. Like, who's even saying that anymore? I mean, really, and either way, that whole thing about, like, oh, you can only get it if you're old, it's like, why you want to hurt the old people? Come on. I don't know. It just drives me nuts. I'm just this horrible, no fun person. I want to ruin everybody's fun. I want to ruin everybody's lives. Yep, that's me. Of course, the main thing that drives me nuts about my family not taking the virus seriously is that, they've seen me get affected by it. I was supposed to get married and have my big wedding with everybody, start my life on June 6th. I did end up getting married that day, but it's a long, weird story. Okay, yes, I'm still living at home, but we postponed our wedding to hopefully December. Really hope it can happen by then, but who knows. So I had to postpone my wedding. I had to put my life on hold. I had to do all this stuff. I still do feel a lot of heartbreak about it, just knowing that I was supposed to start my life with my husband. And now I don't get to do that for a long time. But, I accepted it. It's like, I understand why. I understand it was for everybody's safety. I understand it's for everybody's health. I wouldn't want to be putting anybody at risk, just have some stupid party, whatever. It just really sucks. They saw me go through all this stuff, and it's just kind of like, we didn't need to do that. Whatever. And then, coincidentally, my mom my mom has two friends whose daughters were getting married this year as well, and they also had to postpone their weddings. I mean, they kind of did the same thing. They got married on the same day, and then they're going to have like a reception or whatever later. But even still, it's like, okay, their little weddings were not so little, okay? It's like they still had like, 50 people at each of their things, and I'm like, that's not small. For me and my husband's postponed wedding, it was my household, his household, and one friend of ours who, we had to have a minister, so he got ordained online, and yeah. So we had him, and even for that, I was like, oh, we're breaking the rules. Like we're interacting with someone new. We're adding someone new to our social group. Oh my God, so I felt nervous about that. And then you have people that are just like, oh yeah, whatever. It's only 50 people instead of 200, whatever. I don't know. So that's pretty much all I really had to say on this for now. I don't really know who was watching or listening to this, but just... Obviously, I'm not a news source. Obviously, I'm not an expert. These are not my amazingly scientifically based predictions. I try to do my research. I try to look into stuff as much as I can. But, yeah, obviously, I'm not like, oh, yeah, we're going to have a second wave because of this and that. And these are just my predictions. Just my thoughts. Just my whatever. I'm grumpy. I'm frustrated. And I'm sad. And I just kind of felt like rambling, so... If you stayed for this whole thing, thank you for watching, and subscribe for probably more memes and stuff, because I don't really post stuff like this very often. Bye!